Alright guys and girls, this is jerninghgam here. There's a lot of people that drink beer and probably smoke all sorts of other things like cannabis or smoke anything that they get their hands off. You see the can flashing there because of the light. It's very saddening to lose a loved one over dying over drugs. And I want to do this video of respect of everybody and people that have lost lives and loved ones and family members. And hopefully we can get a grip of this drug problem across the world. And yeah, it's not nice to see someone die that you love. So we're going to be talking about Scotland drugs problems, and it's going to probably upset a lot of people. I'm very sorry if I do upset a lot of people, but I want people to acknowledge this problem that's going around. We all know it's there. Some of us are blind and we don't know it's there. But anyway, enjoy the video.
These figures shine a light on a bad problem getting worse once more. Scotland's drug deaths now stand at a record high, double what they were a decade ago. Daniel Cowan is one face behind the statistics. He lost his life to drugs 4 years ago.
My son was 29 years old, a brilliant young guy who was athletic and charismatic and fun, had his whole life in front of him. And I believe that the way that we deal with drugs in this country contributed to that.
Figures from the National Records of Scotland show that last year, the number of people who died from drugs misuse stood at 1,264. It's a rise on the year before of 6%. That's 77 people. And of those deaths, heroin or morphine were involved in 645 of them, the highest level ever recorded. Why have Scotland's drug deaths got consistently worse? It's long since been classed as a public health emergency here. The situation hasn't gone unnoticed, but to close observers, it remains unaddressed.
This epidemic has unfolded in front of us for the past decade or so, and despite a wealth of evidence on what works to prevent drug-related deaths, we seem unable as a country to reverse this trend at the moment.
When Peter Cricant drives his van, he negotiates a legal minefield. This is a safe consumption room on wheels, where addicts can use their own drugs in a clean, safe space.
Their needle, their citric acid and their swab.
But Peter has been arrested for this. The Scottish Government might support the concept, but the UK Government does not, and it enforces drug laws. Peter pleads pragmatism.
The Scottish Government can open one of these facilities without a change to the Misuse of Drugs Act. That's become apparent by policy and legal experts throughout the United Kingdom, and it's been a deflection tactic used by the Scottish Government.
That government's public health minister faced down calls for his resignation in Parliament.
Our drug death rate is off the scale. Tonight we'll make the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
The answers have been sought here on drugs deaths for a decade, and yet the scourge and its shame continue. James Matthews, Sky News, Glasgow.
It's very saddening that you see a lot of people dying of drugs across the world. And like I say, we need to make a stop to it. I mean, we need to get rid of these horrible drug dealers and people that want to harm people and put them on that sort of stuff. It's fair enough them dealers making the money, but it's not right. If people want to get high or drunk, drink beer. Or some people probably don't like the taste of beer and they want something to relax them. I can understand that. A lot of people have been in the same scenario. But there's loads of people that rip you off, especially these drug dealers in the world. And I want to do a video like this so people can understand, be aware. A lot of people are heartbroken in the world at the moment because of coronavirus, and they don't want to be losing anybody dying of drugs and other scenario things. It's a sickening thing. I won't say sickening, but you know what I'm saying. People want to live their life fully. I mean, they can function properly without drugs, and some people find it hard to get off drugs. Like I say, I've always drunk my beer to relax me. There's nothing wrong with drinking beer because it's legal. So it's saddening to see people getting damaged in the way like that. I mean, my eyes may look a bit funny because I had a few beers and I like to relax and wind down, doesn't most people. But seeing them like that in a wreck is terrible. But anyway, guys and girls, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a comment, and yeah. Hopefully the world will get a better place eventually, or it does or it doesn't. We just have to keep keeping strong and helping other people. I mean, some people don't know how to help others, but we can try. We're only human beings at the end of the day, this world. To the next one, peace. Thank you for listening to my words, peace.